We can now go across to correspondent Noga Tarnopolsky in Jerusalem. Good afternoon to you. Benjamin Netanyahu clearly hailing Trump's victory.
Yes, absolutely. Good afternoon. Not just Netanyahu, but his son, who is a very, very influential social media activist. And almost all of Netanyahu's ministers came right out of the stables immediately to congratulate Trump.
Will Israel be pressured to end its offensive in Gaza before the 20th of January, something that Donald Trump wants to see happen?
Right. I mean, that's a huge question now, because, of course, had Harris won, we could have expected some kind of stability in policy. Obviously, President Biden is still president until January 20th. But the fact of the matter is that Donald Trump has said repeatedly that he wants Netanyahu to wrap up this war, whereas Netanyahu has said repeatedly, including yesterday, that this war is ongoing. He is not willing to set an end point. And moreover, Trump's vice president, J.D. Vance, we should remember he was the only Republican in Congress who voted against military aid to Israel. So we may be seeing some bumpy times ahead in this relationship.
And Noga, just yesterday we had the Israeli Prime Minister who fired the country's defense minister. We do have this sort of reshuffle happening. What does this signify to you? Could this war, which is already expanded, be expanding a bit further?
It could. The situation inside Israel is as volatile as it is outside Israel right now. Netanyahu is trying to solidify his hold on power inside the country. He fired a defense minister who is a former general and who really had the ability to manage this war. And he replaced him with a man who has literally no military experience. The suspicion here in Israel is that Netanyahu, who is on trial for corruption and therefore cannot serve as a minister, that he's trying to somehow control the war himself and control relations with the army himself through this new, weaker appointment. So there's a lot of tumult here in the streets, in commerce. Some businesses closed today, urging their workers to go out to the streets to protest. The opposition leaders have done the same, and it's unclear how Netanyahu will be able to move forward.
Noga, thank you very much for that update. Noga Tarnopolsky reporting there for us from Jerusalem.